Hello and welcome to Road to $100 Part 2. Last time we were down a little and we pulled it back and we're now at $1.12, so we're up 13 cents in all, which doesn't sound like much, but that's about 5 big blinds. So we started with 40 big blinds, so that's actually a decent chunk. If we have 4 big blinds when we're up at the 25.50, that's $2, so keep that rate of win and we're pretty happy there. Alright, we're going to go sit at this table because there's a seat open and it's got a really big average pot. We're sitting in with the minimum and we're going to be auto topping up. Hopefully it does it. Auto rebuys, it's still on. Automatically rebuy if you're under 40 big blinds. Well, it's set right. I'm not sure if it will come up. So let's play some poker. I don't have anyone here noted, so I'm going to note them. Find this player. This guy is playing Hyper Turbos and this. So I'm going to think he's an action player. Hyper Turbo. 2 tabling. And let's find this player. This player is playing at 1 table and he's short stacking. I'm going to say 1 table. I'm not going to note short stack because I know that. This guy, fine player, he's multi-tabling, 6 tabling. This guy's got a happy face. How's it going, buddy? I'm going to take your money. Find this player. This guy is 12 tabling or something. So 12 tabling. And this guy, find this player, is 4 tabling, playing different games. Tabling. Gotta check. Make a Broadway draw. Not exactly that strong. Check. Hopefully we can hit a nice 10. That'd be nice. Got a bit 7. I don't think we're continuing. It's kind of free, so not much we're gonna do. Generally just knit up at these stakes and just hope someone makes a mistake. We have a pretty good hand here, but we're in the worst position in the entire table, so depending on how the action goes I might just be calling pre-flop or I might be 3-betting. As a limp, I don't think I'm just going to be limping with them. I'll be raising. The 12 table is raised. I'm not sure if I should be worrying about that. I'm definitely not folding because my hand's too strong. I would probably a 3-bet. Well, I've raised this guy and maybe 3-bet anyone else. Flop comes pretty bad for us. So we could assume this guy has Ace Deuce 3 or Ace Deuce XX, and he's just c-betting because he's c-betting. But the button's called, so we can't really play. I'm interested to see what the 12 table is doing though, because usually a 12 tabler is a knit. They usually just knit it up and just play like that. And he's double barreled, so if he hasn't got Ace 3, I'd be shocked. Or aces and a 4 Ace 5, Ace 5, Ace. Yeah, he's got Ace 3, and he quarters the guy. So this guy's disconnected. Come back. I know you're bad. You're always bad. Anyone who comes in with 80 cents is bad in 1 tables. He runs away. I've got 4 low cards. I'll definitely be playing this for a raise if it gets to me. It's not exactly one of the strongest hands in the world, but well, we have position, we got a bunch of low outs, so I mean, why not? I'm going to raise. I want to isolate this guy. I don't want to limp in and have 4 people. Hopefully these guys fold. If they don't, that's not too big a deal, but I'd prefer to get it heads up. And we got it heads up. Oh, wow, we won 5 cents. That's great. It's like 2 big blinds. This hand, I could do the same thing again, you know. Just try an ISO. I haven't got a good hand at all. But I do have outs to a decent low. So I could raise and ISO this guy. Maybe he'll fold again. So I'm going to do that. It might be a bit running over the table and kind of high variance, but I think this is okay, especially since I've got position now. And I've got a few multi-tablers here, and they're usually pretty nitty. And this guy's 4-tabling mixed game, so maybe he's just limping and folding when he realises he's been raised. I don't think he's... yeah, there we go. I don't think he's paying too much attention to what I'm doing in this game. I'm going to fold this because I'm under the gun, and I'd have 2 people to get through before I'm in position. And you know, I've raised 2 hands in a row, and this hand isn't too strong to play against someone who's willing to call off some bets to me. So we're up to 88 cents, which is all nice. Guidelines. No, I'm just going to check because we don't really need to put any more money in the pot. Got a pair of 6s, gut shot, and low draw. I'm just going to check back because there's going to be 2 pair now. I'm going to bet for value. I could be beat, but I've got draws as well. This is a spot where I really like to bet a lot because I've got a good high and a low, and you know, he could have a better high or a better low, and I could get him off either one. So I should bet. If he has me beat on both, I'd be shocked. I'd be absolutely shocked because it's so hard with the action that's gone down. He's underrepresented his hand so much, and he has he has the best hand he had. I think 2 pair. He must have had 2 pair. Yeah, top 2 pair and 4-7. I have no idea why he didn't raise me there. He should have been raising pot. He had such a good hand. I'm lucky not to have lost more money in that hand. That's actually shocking. Top 2 and a good low. I mean, to have him beat there, I have to have such a strong hand. I get raised by the nit again. I'm not going to re-raise with this hand because I really don't think he's raising a limper with not more than, you know, with not a good hand. A flop bottom 2 pair, which isn't very good. I could be beat for the high, and if I'm not, he's definitely got a low draw. So he c-bets. I think he'd c-bet every flop, and I think he does it with aces as well. So I'm going to call. It's a bit high variance, but there's not much we can do. Jack comes off. He could have ace-3 of spades. He could have stuff like ace-king, deuce, ace-king 5 kind of worries me. I think betting again over him now is the best spot because he could check back, and I really don't want that. And that's kind of a safe card, so we're going to hope that he has ace-3 of spades. And hope that he doesn't draw out on us. No, I did not expect that. I guess he just had a wheel draw on them. Oh, he had aces, like I thought earlier on in the hand. And he had a low draw and a straight draw with that. So, yeah, I guess I was right to be betting there to protect my hand against draws. So yeah, I honestly expected to be losing that hand after he called and that card rolled off in the end, because he has a flush draw so often there. Plus he could have backed into a much higher 2 pair. He had so many outs. In fact, to scoop that pot, I needed... he could have hit a king, a jack. He could have got half the pot with any low card, period. He could have got a 4 for a straight. He could have got an ace for the win as well. He had so many outs. I'd actually like to count that. It's probably about 20 some outs that he had. Got 4s and a 3 and a 10, which is always fun. Oh, I won. My bankroll is doubled, it seems. And we've got not a really good hand because it kind of relies on having ace deuce on the flop to have the nuts, but it's just such a good rappy hand. It makes straight so easy. So I'm just going to raise, kind of hope to take it down, kind of hope to win a big pot post flop. So yeah, I'm going to find this player. He can't be found, so we note him as blocked search, which is nice. Nit raises, we're going to fold. Something to point out, we've only seen this guy play 2 hands, and in those hands he had Ace 3x Queen, I can't remember what the other card was, and Ace Ace 3 6. So this reinforces what I've been saying about multi-tables knitting it up, and they're not really playing many hands. There are obvious exceptions to this, especially the higher stakes you go, the multi-tables will be playing more. But at this level, I actually think that multi-tablers just knit it up and play for the fish, because there's so many fish at this level, which is why it's so easy and hard to go broke from $1. I think once I'm at $5, it's very unlikely I'm going broke. So we have Ace 3, 9, 10. I'm not really happy with limping behind because we just let everyone else in. This kind of doesn't play well multi-handed. I prefer this. And also I'd prefer to be in position, because if this guy calls, I'm not last to act. So hopefully this guy just folds out. As long as this guy folds out right here, I'm happy to play the hand no matter what. Because, you know, if I get called, I'm fine. Flop comes down, and we can reevaluate from there, but I'm always going to have the last action. And we get pair of aces with a flush draw and a straight draw. On a very, very, very draw heavy board. Even Deuce 3 of Hearts is, well, Deuce 3 of Hearts isn't beating me, but it's always going to be very happy to continue. Comes a King of Hearts, which gives us the, let's count down, Queen. We've got the second nuts. I'm going to bet 20 cents to protect against the low draw. And the Queen of Diamonds comes. I'm kind of worried about this. I have the second nuts, I think. Ace, King, Queen. Oh wait, I have the third nuts. I'm actually going to check behind here because he would check call with the Jack. I actually thought I had the second nuts, so I'm going to check. And here's the Jack of Hearts. He could have actually bluffed that. That's a really good spot to bluff in, I think. If he check raises the turn, I don't really know. It's kind of a tough spot to be in, really. But yeah, I've had a few good hands. I might have value bet that. I don't think he was calling. If I value bet anyway. Oh wait, he had a straight on the end, so maybe he was calling. It depends on how bad he is. I don't think he's terrible, but I don't think he's good. He's limp folded a few times, so make of that what you will. We got $2, which is double what we started with, and I think we have a little bit left in the bank on top of that. Yeah, we have $2.17 altogether. This guy limps. We have position, and we have a kind of decent-ish hand, so we're going to raise. I kind of want to put him in bad spots. I'm not exactly playing for the strength of my hand right now. I'm kind of playing just versus him, so we just see bet. Hope he folds. Doesn't fold, but that card makes it so our fives could be good. He could just have a low draw and calling on the flop, hoping to hit. Not sure if I should bet. I think if I bet and he has a better high hand, I'm really drawing really thin for the low because I've got ace 8. I'm just going to check back, hope my fives are good. It comes a 3 on the end. That legitimately hits a lot of his range. And he blasts pot. I actually think he could have the 3, he could have the queen, but I don't think I'm winning. So I'm going to fold. If he had a low draw and just blasted the end just for fun, fair play to him, but I don't think I think a 3 is a legitimate part of his hand range. And a queen is, to be honest. It looks like this table's breaking. This is one of those spots where I'd like to raise, but this guy has the button, and I don't think he's folding, so I'm just going to call. This hand isn't great, and I'm only calling because of the pot odds. In the nit raises, I'm actually going to fold, because his range crushes me hard. I literally have to flop a straight, or trips, or a full house, or something to be really happy against him when he's playing a hand like this. I also think he's missed. I don't think he has 3-4. I think he has a full house now, maybe, but I don't think he has 3-4. If he has 3-4, he'll have me well, I'll be wrong, because I don't think he'd bet that turn with, yep, no 3-4. But this guy lost. What did he put it in with? Ace-3. Oh, he had a flush and this guy had a full house. That was kind of terrible. Yeah. Wow, this guy actually had a really strong hand. We're gonna fold, but this guy started this hand with ace. Yeah, he's not playing bad hands. And on the turn, he made a really small bet, and I didn't think he'd do that with. I think he'd legitimately value bet the same way he normally would if he had his if he had the nuts on the turn. I think it was the turn when he bet like 8 cents into 33. Yeah, 8 cents, and it's just such a strange play, and then he goes and blasts it. It just looks like he's got a full house. We got a new player. We're gonna find him. He's single tabling and he's playing with $1.60. So one tabling. I think this guy's gonna be pretty bad. We're out of position version. I'm actually just gonna check this. We could just raise, but it's our first hand. We don't know if he's gonna just 3-bet us randomly. We have no hand, and we could back into stuff, but do we really want to out of position? I don't think we do. There's no real point. Let's just get the button back, because this, our friend the button, is where we want to be, or at least we want to knock the person on the button off. I'm not playing this hand. I actually just fold. I don't want to. I don't know if he's calling a lot, so I don't really want to raise his big blind until other things happen. I'm gonna fold this. It's such an ugly hand. Just hands like this that if you make your high hand, someone's gonna have a low. They don't really play well on the merit of their hand strength. If I'm just playing position, that's fine. But right now, I don't feel like the table dynamics are gonna have this guy folding too often, and this guy's new, so I don't know if he's calling every bet. The nit's in the hand again. I didn't catch what happened on the flop. He's checking now, so I think that's actually a legitimate check. I'm trying to get a free card for the low. I think that high board scares him. If he has a straight, I'd be shocked. Not now. Now I wouldn't be shocked, because he, like ace deuce 5-6 is in his range. But I don't expect him to have queen jack unless it's specifically ace queen jack or ace queen jack. Yeah, he has ace like I thought. I'm gonna raise this. This guy over here seems to be folding a lot, so I don't mind running over the table again. This guy's folding unless he has a really good hand, and I'm very aware of that. And that means I can take his blinds, and this guy folds, and we get some free money, which is always very nice. 2 kings. Hopefully we can flop a set. I'm not really going to be playing for the strength of his hand, because you just get wailed on by aces, and even ace deuce, just going to hit an ace and then you're dead. So I'll just check. Hope I hit a king. Comes queen 5. It's not the worst flop in the world, and he did that last time on a random flop, so I'm just going to float. Comes a 4, puts all the draws out there. I bet 2 cents. I'm just going to call him, and we'll be calling the same. I'd probably do 13 cents here. 5, just give him a call quick. Flopped full house, so we know he value bets with blockers as well as well, we don't even know if he's value betting blockers as well as his good hands. Blocker value bet with nuts, OTF, and half pot OTR on the river. We have a bad hand. I'm just going to fold. Down to 178 now, which makes me a bit sad, but we couldn't really fold on either of those streets, because if he doesn't have a queen on the flop of the turn, the 10's not really going to change much, because we have kings and queens, and all of the flush and the low draws missed, so that was kind of a standard hand. And I think we got away cheaper, because he could have value bet a bit bigger on the flop and the turn, and even on the river I think I would have called off 13 cents. So not a strong hand, but the nit's on the big blind, so we can raise it, and we got the button. This guy calls. Kind of worrying, but I don't really mind. Because I got the button, and I can make much better plays. And this is strange. This is actually really strange. The nit called, and we've actually flopped pretty big. We've got top pair, open-ended straight draw, and the nut flush draw, so we're not going anywhere. The only hand we're really worried about is a set, and I think we have pretty decent equity versus a set, so I'm going to be betting 10. I kind of want to take it down because like ace queen could call and we're still behind to that, and even when we hit our flush, unless it's straight flush, we're worried about full house possibilities on the turn in the river. We're just going to fold this. I actually really like that. I kind of wish he had aces there. Such a gambling mentality that I just want to get it in. I know what my equity there is. It's like 6. How many outs was that? That's 8 plus 8. Yeah, 16. 16 outs. So 16 outs twice is. Oh my god, I can't do maths today. 16 outs twice. It's a lot. So 264, plus you have to take away the outs that are already diamond, so it's around 50%. This guy seems to call a lot. He also has shown he can fold. Fold this. I don't like playing from the small blind at all. It's a real problem. It's one of the biggest problems people have playing Omaha, is just calling from the small blind. I'm raising, I want this guy to fold out, really. The 3 deuce is fine, the king 7's good, and double suited, it's not that bad a hand. Flop trips. Hopefully he bets a little bit. Then I just bet half pot, hope he calls. If he raises, we get kind of legitimately worried that he has 2 10s or 7-10, but until that happens we don't really care what he does. This guy's limping a lot. I kind of like it because it shows he's a little passive, and the way he bets is it's definitely not optimal. I mean, he could have got more money out of me in the other hands, and it's never really going to work as a bluff. Because I mean, I was calling with kings. I mean, I might have folded like deuce 3 4 5 when it's jack 10 queen board, but barring that, I'm not really folding to 2 cents too often. We got a pretty good hand. This guy limps. I don't even know what to make of that. Maybe he's got like king, jack, queen, 10. I don't really want to play him out of position for a big pot. I'm actually just going to check this, and it might seem strange, but he kind of legitimately worries me. Let me check. Yeah, it kind of looks like he has like 4 big cards. So I'm actually going to check call whatever he bets, and hope he doesn't back into a flush or a straight or something. Maybe he's got like 7-8 with that, but no, I've got low draw as well. I've got a 4, so I'm going to check and see if he turns it with what I think he has, and see if he's as see-through as I thought. Actually, that was quite close. He's got the 4 with it, but yeah, that was pretty spot on there. He didn't want to play that for a raise from the button. That shows me that he's quite nitty. I don't know if I want to be calling this. I think I has really bad reverse implied odds, so I'm going to fold. Reverse implied odds, when you make your hand you'll lose more money. It's like when you make the second nut flush and you have to call a bet. You can't do anything about it, you lose more money. It's the opposite of implied odds, of course. Hence the name reverse implied odds. I'm going to make this session hopefully an hour, so we're 20-something minutes through, and we're up, how much? We started with 80 cents and we're up to $2, so that's $1.20, and we've got a little bit left in the bank. Let's have a look. We have $2.14 altogether, so that's really good. Deuce 7-8 king, and then it calls. So I'd imagine this guy is playing hands like 10 Jack Queen King, Ace 5, Ace 4, King Queen, stuff like that. But he's not playing for a raise. He only raises when he has a really strong hand, something that he really wants to get money in with, which is not a bad play. It's not bad strategy at all. I just don't think that it's optimal, and you could make the most money with it. I think the play that I'm doing and watching really closely is the best play. It's just much more profitable. You'll take advantage of more plays. It might be a little more high variance, or it might be lower actually, because he's putting all of his eggs in one basket by playing so many big pots, because he's going to be raising with his really good hands. He's not going to be folding. This guy wants to get his money in here. Kind of interested in what happens. I want him to win really, because he's quite a weak player, and I'd prefer to get his money, quite frankly. Comes about as super wet as you can get. Ace deuce is already there. Straight's already there. Flush draws. Even with a set here, you'd be upset. Not anymore. So this guy has ace 3. That guy has a 7. I think that guy backed into a full house. Yeah, he did. No. What does he have? 4 deuce. How strange. Oh, he has deuce 4 for the low. I think. Anyway, I'm folding this. Let's have a look. I must be missing something here. Oh no, he has the wait. Yeah, he has a straight 4-7 straight door. Wait, 4, 5. No, there's no 6. What does he have? Oh, he had trips. Duh. Yeah, he backed into trips. Why did I think he has a straight already? That's the worst thing about this game, is just like not knowing what's going on some of the time. I think I just missed something really important. This guy didn't raise with a really strong hand. He's limping his good hands and his bad hands. He just checks. Okay. Check this. It's not strong. Make nothing really. You have a straight draw. Just fold. I don't know if he's bluffing like that as well, but this is a strong hand. This is deceptively strong, and some people don't understand that a scooping hand in Omaha high low does not mean ace deuce XX, because when it all comes high, this is a scooping hand. I'm going to call. I'm not exactly going to invest a bunch of money in it unless I hit something really good, but this is the type of hand that hits really hard. I kind of don't really like the hearts too much because there's so many in my hand and it's not the nuts, but you know, I can do okay. I've got top pair and a flush draw here, which is one of those reverse implied odds hands, to be honest. If this guy falls, I've got a call. I don't have any choice in it, and I hope that this guy doesn't have and oh wow, this is a tough spot. I think this is a fold. I don't know how much of my draws and my pair are good, plus there's a low draw. Yeah, this is the type of hand where you really need it to come high, all high. Even when it comes like this, you kind of don't really have a choice but to fold. And if you do call there, you've got to be prepared to put more money in when it comes a heart, and you've got to be prepared to put more money in when it comes a jack, and you've got a whole bunch of outs for a straight, or even two pair. And I think in that spot we're crushed so much of the time. There's not many cards on the turn. Any low card on the turn we're not happy about. Even if we hit two pair, they could already have a set and just be trying to stop the draws from getting there. So I don't really know many cards that we're really happy with. I think actually the best card for us is like the Jack of Diamonds, and even then we've got no hand. This guy raises. Did he raise this last hand? I don't think he's been around for a while. Yeah, he's raising a lot. I'm going to call. This isn't a strong hand by any stretch of the imagination, but I have the button, and it's my favourite place in the entire world. It comes gin for us, really. We're only beat by ace 3 and ace deuce for the low, and for the high we are beat by big hands. But it's unlikely we're going to be beat for both. So we're going to call. We kind of want to suck someone else in. Comes a 6, kind of worrying. 3-handed as well. We don't really want to stack off with such a small hand, but hopefully this. It's tough for them to have us both beat. If it's just one of us calling, I'm going to go all in and hope to God that I don't call by both. Good. I don't think he's got me beat on both. He does have me beat on that, and he doesn't have me beat on that. So chop, and did I make any money out of that? A little bit. Made about 7 cents. And we could have got more, depending on what happened. It could have come an ace. If it comes an ace, we win 3/4 of the pot. Because we have the same low, and we'll have the better high. How did he... I won with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Ah yes, he only has the 6 high straight. But yeah, we had outs to take 3/4, which is actually really nice. We had some. I don't think he had any shot of winning 3/4, and we did. So we had what's that word? We had theoretical equity there. That's so terrible to say. Yeah, we had equity there. So in the long run, we got 3 outs, possibly for another 3/4, which is, I'm sure, a couple of percent, 7% for 3/4, which is always nice. And for all we knew, this guy could get it in and have ace 3 as well, and they'd both just be chopping the pot. Ace deuce, sorry, ace deuce with no high, and we could have won half of a 3-way pot, which would be great. That was a tough spot to be in, though. It wasn't really if there was just one person in, but with 2 people it's scary. But I'm not exactly going to fold, and I'm not exactly going to just call, so I don't really have much choice, given what happened. It's a very, very odd hand, but it happens a lot in this game when you get this type of flop which isn't exactly the nuts, and then it comes a 6 on the turn, and that's not exactly the nuts either. It makes your straight so much smaller, but it's so hard for him to have us beat on both anyway, so we got to get it in and hope that he maybe doesn't have it. Maybe he's got like a 3/4 with no lower card, and then we take 3/4 as well. We're going to just check this. He's got position, blah 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 blah. 2 5s and a king. I don't particularly think I've got the best hand. I think I could have the best hand now. I'm going to check call everything now. Yeah, I have the best hand. Excellent, more money. We're up to $2.01 now. Guy over here calls. I'm going to be calling unless someone raises, because the king 10 can make straights and such. 6-5 isn't very good for low, but it's okay. I'd only really be getting more money in if I made a really strong hand though. It's just because I'm getting 5-1 on my money here, and now about 7-8 to 1. Doesn't come good for us. We're just going to check fold. If 7 comes, we have to put a bit more money in, which is kind of sucky, but hopefully we can 3/4 someone who's got ace deuce. Comes 4. We're very happy to fold our hand now. Six on the river. I think someone has 5-7 here. I think it's raised. It's obviously got the flush. And this guy has a low. Oh no, this guy has the full house, and this guy just luckily has the ace 7 low. Just the random back. We have a really strong hand here. Ace deuce with spades with 4 low cards. This guy raises. I'm kind of tempted to get it all in straight away here, but I kind of want more people to call because this plays really well multi-handed. And with, unless it comes like Jack Queen King or Jack 9 9, I'm kind of not folding. This flop I will fold happily because I can't really make anything ever. Oh, I get a check. Oh, and I made spade draw and a straight draw. I made a lot. Kind of worrying though, because people could have made full houses. I kind of want this guy to call so I don't have to call. We're not drawing to the nuts. I kind of need a bit. I need to bank this really. I need to time bank. I don't know if raising's right here. It kind of seems like the only play I should make really, because check calling when I make my flush and check folding when I make nothing kind of sucks. So I'm either folding or raising, and I don't really feel like raising, so I'm going to fold. Did he just show a card? That was odd. Just flashed up for a second there. I'm so sure I saw it. I'm not even going to play this position. This has gone good so far. I've been in a fair few pots now that have been big, and I think I've played them all pretty well. I mean, in the last session I played a couple of hands really poorly, but this one I think I played pretty good. Lots of stuff's happening. Definitely folding this. It's one of my worst, my most hated hands. This guy, something tells me this guy working on a very low bankroll, or just doesn't care about playing such a short stack. I'm kind of on the fence about it. I think this guy's very bad. This guy I haven't seen enough of. I'm going to find him actually. He can't be found, so we're going to note him. Always forget to do this. And there's someone down there who needs to be noted. Search disabled. Oh, this guy got it in. I think this guy wins. Oh wait, this guy has 3 deuce. Okay, so he got lucky up here. We're gonna fold here. Close. We're gonna note. Oh, we're gonna find this player. Sorry. Two tabling different games. Two tabling different games and different currency. It's always good to know those types of things. Kind of just shows you what kind of a mood a player's in. Did you call him down with just random? No, called him down with flush. Okay, kind of worried there. 4, 5, 5, 6. Happy to check here. Hope to get a good flop. Not really the best flop ever. I'll probably be check folding. Maybe check raising because this guy just bets too often. I could raise. I mean, it looks really strong. He's going to fold out. Oh, he calls. I think I check fold here. Or check blast. I would check the turn if I did that. He could just have a jack here. It looks really likely to just have a jack. The king's a bit scarier. I think I need to bet this. Calls, and he has a 7. Right, 7-3. I actually expect him to raise there, to be honest. But yeah, that kind of blew up in our face, but it looks very strong. He checks back the turn. But that's much better than calling, I think, because we just don't know. I don't like the idea of raising for information, but in that spot it gave us information and it served a purpose that we wanted him to fold. We're raising here, we have ace deuce. We have no suits, but what can we do there? It becomes terrible for us, and we're not going to bet into 3 people. So we're down to 134. It's kind of not good, but what can you do? Comes an 8 once again. It's not good for us. We just fold out. This guy wins with the top straight. He's just check calling. I think he's a bit better than I gave him credit for initially. This guy raises. I would usually raise him, but he's so short I don't think he's ever folding. And we kind of want him to fold a lot of the time, and I don't think we want to play this for the strength of his hand. yeah, this guy is pretty much not check raising or raising without the nuts, it seems. I'm gonna note that. I'm going to raise this. Hopefully we can grab position off this guy, and we did. 4 low cards, hopefully we can hit the flop. We'll make a pair of 8s. I'm going to be continuation betting this, just because you probably should quite often. This guy calls. Kind of not happy with that, but we make a uncounterfeitable second nut low draw. Not second nut low draw, but it's okay. I'm going to check back, hope we hit it. Comes a 7. He checks. I think he has a good hand here. I think he'd bet if he didn't, so I'm just going to check back. And he has a pair of queens. So, did he have any draw with that on the flop? 2 king 5. So no, he had no draw. So he's calling quite light, which is, I don't know if it's really good or really bad as far as his play goes. I would probably say, given the board texture, it's probably good. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt right now, but if I see too much of that, I'll probably start value betting a bit lighter. Yeah, I think I'll value bet lighter, because he's going to be calling a lot lighter. Checks back. He's checking back a lot of value hands. It looks like he's not value betting much, but he's calling very light. I'm going to raise this just because it's ace 5 and a couple of 9s, got a decent amount of possibilities. We get quite a decent flop. We're going to be betting this because we should. We've got the nut flush draw. It's tough to have us beat on both sides. If we get one of them to fold, that's good. Get called. Hopefully it comes like a jack of hearts. Not too many hearts we're happy with, but even the 8 of hearts, if both people are in, it's good. 6 of hearts, straight flush is there, but there's not much we can do. I'm going to bet big, hopefully he folds his small low. And comes an 8. We've got a low now, we have a low, so if he's got something like king 10 of hearts, then we win there. If he's got straight flush, we just get a bit sad. And he has a random low, I think. Yeah. He called our big bets with a really terrible low, so it looks like we can value time him really hard. Really, really hard. He did have a straight, but I mean, there's a flush out there. He can be easily crushed. So easily crushed. I kind of hope he sticks around now. This is a very nice player to play against. I want these seats to fill up very quickly. Because I do not want to break this table. This guy has 9's fault. I'm going to fold this on the button. I kind of just want a really nice hand on the button just so I can play it. I mean, not even a nice hand, just like deuce 3, 8, 7 would be nice. Deuce 3, 8, king. That'd be fair. Random betting, just, oh, this guy raised a river. And he has the nuts both ways. We're going to raise this hand. It's got really high hand implications. And it comes really low. So I don't think I'm going to continue because this guy randomly calls from the button, which sets off alarm bells. I kind of want to, if this person folds, I'll probably see bet that flop. No, I don't see bet that flop at all. Keep going. This guy checks back. And why do you check back when you've got the best hand? What's he got? He's got 2 pair in the 5-3. How do you ever check that back? I guess no, it's not exactly that good a hand, but my god, you've got to bet that. Alright, we're gonna check this. We make 3s with 7-4 low draw. Now we got 7-4 low. I'm actually gonna bet, try and get random hands out. Hopefully, if we get heads up, we can. We've got half the pot locked up, or we could just win. The aces, which is great. Obvious strong hand is obvious. I'm gonna raise. Kind of hard to play post flop, but I kind of want to get as much money as possible free. Just because this guy seems kind of easy to play against, because he's a check caller a lot. So, you know, value bet. And he folds. Excellent. Not the greatest hand in the world, but it has decent high and low implications. It's really, really not a strong hand, that type of hand. But because I've got the button and I feel I can play these guys pretty well, I definitely want to play it. I'm going to check this back, because I don't ever think they're folding this flop because of the ace. So I'm going to check, hope for an 8 or a king. And I get a 10 of hearts, so I've got so many outs now. I'm not sure how many of them are clean, how many of them will actually win me the entire pot, but this guy is giving me so good, so much good price. Bet's 4 cents. I can't really fold this. I'm beat a lot of the time, but the fact that I'm getting 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, getting about 6 to 1, we have to call, and he doesn't have his beat, which is great. We have to be right 1 in 8 times there I think 1 in 8 times to be right to call, and we were. He value bet the aces, so we're going to raise this one. It's a great hand. Ace deuce 4, diamonds as well. Blah 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 blah. You understand by now. Comes really terrible for us, but I'd imagine it's terrible for him as well. So we're gonna bluff. We've actually picked up a decent amount in this time. We've got a really good high hand. It totally depends on the texture of the flop as to whether or not we are happy with our hand, but this is the type of hand that can really do well. I'd be tempted to get it all in pre-flop, to be honest. This is a terrible flop for us. We're probably going to just check fold, unless we make a much better hand on the turn or the river. Check. Hopefully we've got. Wow, we took the whole pot. I'd have been happy with the half of the pot right there. Wow, he had a hand just like me. If we would have got some big cards on the flop, we could have had a really big pot, and I would have been in complete control of that. 5, 6, 4. This is kind of a hand that I'd probably raise from the bottom, but no, not from here. Comes a really good flop. We need a 3 for the best straight. No, it wouldn't be the best straight, but we're going to be calling because we've got 2 5s. It's really hard for him to have, 3 5 here. So we're going to bet. Hopefully he calls, because I kind of think. No, I'd want him to fold really, because I think he has half the pot if he calls. But either way, that's a good bet because he folds a lot of the time there. What's he have? He has the. I think he has another wire. No, he has. Does he have he has 2 pair. Yeah, so he folds that 2 pair a lot of the time. That is a really good bet by me, of course. Very hard to just limp and get a free flop here. Hope we get good. And we don't. And we're going to fold because that's what you do. No, you don't. You raise, but you know. I'll pretend it's what you do. And you miss. Pair of 3s win it. No, he got really lucky on the river. Oh wait, no he didn't. Decent hand here. I'm going to be raising this because I want to isolate this guy, remember. It's not really that good a hand, but the high hand implications are really strong. I got 2 suits and they're nut and second nut. This guy calls. He's a bit of a station, to be honest, so hopefully we can get a good flop. We can hit a jack or a spade for the win, for the absolute nuts. And we got backdoor draws, so we're going to bet half pot. We don't really want to get raised because then we'd be racing for our entire stacks, but very happy to value that. Queen of Hearts, that's actually one of the worst cards in the deck for us. We're going to check this back, hope we can hit our hand and hope that he doesn't bet into us. We hit the heart, backdoor heart. If he bets here, that's one of the hardest things. This is tough. We could value bet, but I really don't think there's much point in it. I think he has Queen 5 a decent chunk of the time, or a full house. The only thing that calls is a queen without a full house, and I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, he wasn't calling with that hand. So we're back up to $2. Once again, we're going to be raising. It's not the strongest hand in the world, but we're not exactly playing for the strength of the hand. We're playing because we're playing against these people. I kind of don't like this person. They seem a bit nitty. So we're kind of having to increase the, narrow the range of hands he has to be starting, or she. 2 women. Hello. What are you doing? It's really terrible, but it could be terrible for him, so I'm going to be betting and folding any calls. Okay, check, and we fold. I'm going to bet 4. Wait for it, 4 cents. It's 8 cents, wow, I'll just fold. I don't ever think a bluff is in the arsenal. I know Canonly is a regular from these games, so I'd imagine total net. Regular, total net. With 5, there's 5 people in front of me now. I don't think I'm going to be raising this. There's been quite a few spots where it's been quite high variance, but I think I've made the right plays. I don't think I've made any bad plays that have worked out for me so far, and I've made a few bad plays that haven't worked out. So I think my bankroll is about what it should be in terms of eventual value, expected value. So I'm kind of happy with this so far. How long have we been playing? 52 minutes. So I'll be standing in about 8 minutes. I kind of want to make this around an hour long. My God, they're so boring! Once again we fold. 600's too many. We need 4-handed table. Yawn. We would have made 2 pair and we probably would not have been good. I think on this flop, if you go bottom 2 pair, I mean, what are you ever wanting to be called by? There is nothing. Unless it's like queens with a flush draw with a straight draw, and even then you're losing as far as equity goes. And we all know that in cash games, equity is what matters. It's nothing else. I don't care if you've got a pair, I've got a draw. I have more equity. Cash games is just all about making the optimal plays as far as cash goes. Of course, more money is more money. Regular check. Hopefully we make something. We got flush draw and the wheel draw. I'm gonna bet this because I have. No, I shouldn't have bet that. I thought I had something I didn't. I have 3 pairs though, so that's got to be good, right? Wow, really? No, I'm gonna have to fold. I kind of made a mistake. I kind of thought I had a low as well as my pairs, but no, I had 3 pair. Is 3 pair better than a royal flush? Myths, eh? This is definitely a hand I'll be calling with if I get enough odds, but you know. Oh, I forgot, we're in the middle of the 70 billion pound thingy. So we might make some extra money, you know? Who knows? is cool. Check, just for fun. I'm not calling even with my overpair. Man, these guys are boring. Can we at least get some like big pot bets? I mean, 6 cents. Can we get 20? Someone, anyone. This is boring. You could have bet loads and you could have got some real action going. I mean, I'd bet huge. I'm not boring. I sure hope not. Oh, this guy's new. I just realised. Find this player. Wow. Like 12 tabling. 12. Oh, that's not right. It's got to go into notes. What's going on? Note this guy. Paste. God damn it. We would have made a set of 5s there. We would have made a straight. And I still would have been worried about my hand. It's so hard to make a really, really good hand with a hand like this that you're really happy about. God. So tiring. It's so slow. Please, just... Oh my god. Can someone... I might just leave this table. It's so boring. I guess I'm making money. Oh, look at this. We've got some proper raises now. Full pot. That's great. Now I'm open for a 20-cent pot on the river, on the flop. Now we can get a raise, we can get it all in. I haven't seen an all in on the flop or on the turn yet. Not once. We've been playing here for an hour. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, come on. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. And he folds. What a nit. I'd like to show him how it's done, but I'm not getting any hands and the spots I'm in. It's not really good. Yes, limp. Let's just get it all in pre. That would have also been a flop that we kind of wouldn't have liked. Oh, full pot. I love this guy. He's terrible, but I love him. 4 tabling mixed games, yes. Game ass. Full pot, and he folds again, wasn't it? I don't really feel like putting more money in with this, but it looks like everyone's limping. Maybe they see me as the weak link. Hey, maybe I am. Maybe I'm absolutely terrible at this game. I just think I'm better than I am. Wow, well, I assume he's a nit. That's just what I assume, because he's playing 12 tables, so I don't feel like getting in there with a marginal hand like this versus him. God, this table's sending me to sleep. But I don't know how anyone's still watching this. Someone please just pop that. Come on, this guy's a net and he raised. He's got to have like ace deuce 3, ace ace 3, ace ace 4. There we go. He's not letting anyone in cheap. These two are pretty nitty as far as nits go. I just realised that's a lady there. Awesome. I thought it was like a peacock or something. Wow. Wow. This is the biggest pot we've had. I guess it's like ace 4 of diamonds and a straight draw and a low draw versus a set or something. Full pot bet, or almost full pot bet. This guy's all in, and this guy folds. Ace deuce. ace deuce 9, so wow, not low draw, a flush draw top pair. This guy has that's just great. Just a pair of kings on the end. That's just a pair of kings. That is just a pair of kings. That's so crazy. Just all that money gets in there. He's got such a great draw and just ends up with nothing. Well, ends up with half, but he didn't win anything. Kind of lost a bit due to the rake. 6, 7, 8, 9. Go for a straight, but I don't think I should. If I make my straight, what am I doing? This guy raises. Maybe this guy isn't in it. Maybe this guy is one of those very few people who can 10 table and still like make decent decisions and pick on people and stuff. This guy's terrible at bet selection. Absolutely terrible. Oh god. Just gone over an hour. I'm gonna stand. Don't really care about this hand. So, leave table? Yes I do. Let's have a look at our cashier then. So we finished with $1.84, which is great. I'd like that grand total to update very soon. But yeah, I think this session I played pretty good. I isolated pretty well. Went down a few times, made a few bluffs that didn't work out, but I still think they were pretty good bluffs. Maybe that hand where I had the 5, 5, 6, 7 I think it was, and I bluffed the river. Perhaps I should have waited a bit longer and saw the guy's tendencies before I tried that. But still, I think it works a decent chunk of the time. I think it still looks really strong. So yeah, we finished this episode on $1.82, which is pretty good. I'll see you guys next time.